Welcome back to the D&D podcast. Hey, y'all know what time it is. It's time to get so serious with your boy, Mr. So Serious. Yes, sir. So I just wanted to come to y'all today because I had to talk to one of my peoples during my dance class today, which I host every other Friday. Y'all need to be there. But yeah, so I'm having a talk in class, and my homegirl goes, and she asked me, she was like, well, have you been dancing? Have you been consistent and moving? And to be honest, I haven't. I've been slacking a little bit. I mean, I'm getting back into it slowly but surely, but you know, it's kind of hard to be consistent. But that brings up the topic that I want to discuss today, which is consistency. You know what I'm saying? Consistency can be anything. You can be consistent in a relationship. You can be consistent in your business. You can be consistent in your personal life, your money, everything. Consistency is a big thing. And I just want to give y'all a couple of tips on how to be consistent. So, with that being said, let's start with number 1. Set up your goals in advance. Set up your goals in advance. So, basically what that means, and I'm pretty sure it's kind of self-explanatory, but for those of y'all who, you know, who have a little deaf ear. That was funny as hell. But yeah, set up your goals in advance basically means you need to plan out everything before you put everything to the test. Which means is, even if it's just something small, something slight, like say for instance, you're talking about getting in shape. Okay, I'm gonna go walking today. That's a small goal, and that's actually a really good small goal because of the simple fact that walking takes away a lot of calories, especially when you walk long distances. It's easy, it's better, and it helps to keep you informed. It keeps your legs moving, everything. It gives you a little bit of energy. So that's the cool one. All right. So yeah, set up your goals in advance. Just small goals that you can do. Small goals that will that'll help you to build up that momentum and that motivation to keep it going. You get what I'm saying? Let's see. Work in 2-week sprints. What you think about that, Don? What you think?
You said
work in 2-week sprints.
Work in 2-week sprints?
Basically, taking your time to each week. Like say for instance, you have a goal that you set each week, or you every 2 weeks. You say within these 2 weeks, by the end of these 2 weeks, I'm going to do such and such and such and such. By the end of the next 2 weeks, I'm going to do such and such and such. You know what I'm saying? Just kind of taking that time step by step to build. So what you think about that? What you think about how being consistent, working in 2-week sprints?
I like that. A lot of people don't know how to set goals. And
True.
I think that if you're a person who is undisciplined, then set one goal for 2 weeks. Or set a goal every week.
There you go.
Small goals. Like, you can't eat the whole goddamn cow, but you can eat a steak in one setting.
You sure
so,
can.
you know, have you a steak every week.
Exactly.
Or every 2 weeks.
Definitely got to do that. So, yeah, definitely work in 2-week sprints. So, if you're trying to build consistency, working in those 2 weeks may help you. Only because that small goal could be achieved within that 1 week or even in that 1 day. So when you work in 2-week sprints, it gives you time to figure out or make sure that this is what you really want to do. All right. So let's move forward. Well, matter of fact, I skipped one. Ooh, my bad, y'all. All right. Before I go to the next one I was about to read, schedule the action taken. All right. So this one is kind of easy. So you set a goal. You said, all right, I'm going to do this within 2 weeks. Okay. Now, the day that you are going to take the chance to say, let's do this. That's the main thing. Once you take that action, you're going to say, okay, today I'm going to order such and such shirts. And then the next day, I'm going to get them printed on once they get here. Boom. And let's see, I want to do that in I want to see if I can get it done in 4 days. And if I can get these shirts within 4 to 5 days, I should be able to print on them and I can go ahead and have them out by the end of next week, which will set the 2-week goal. Boom. There it is. Now, now with the action taken, certain things may come into play. Your shirts may be late. They may not get there on time. Your shirts may be stuck somewhere in Arizona and they're supposed to be going to Florida. You know, it's certain things that you got to be careful with. Now, you taking the risk to say, I'm going to do it. Yeah, cool. You trying to be consistent about it, just ordering shirts. But you got to be careful, and you have to be careful within the time frame of it, because of the fact that something else could happen that could, what's the term I'm looking for? That could separate you from achieving that goal within that set time. There it is.
Yeah.
Look at God.
You hit that right on the head, man.
Indeed.
I mean, if it ain't worth it, then it's Murphy's law. What can go wrong will go wrong. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta overplan for that.
You do. All right. So this one we both can relate to. Evaluate performance daily and weekly. I can't tell you how many times I evaluate myself. And honestly, I find that to be important, because if I don't learn about myself in that moment, or not say learn about myself, learn about the mistakes that I made, or learn from the mistakes that I made in that moment to help me improve, how am I being consistent? How am I taking the time and effort to say, you know what, maybe, I'm going to change this and I'm going to do this. Or that didn't look right. I'm going to take that out and I'm going to see how this works next time. So let me set a goal to try something different. Or let me set a goal to take this out, skip the next step, go to that, and let's see what happens. Taking the time to evaluate yourself plays a critical role in consistency, because of the simple fact that you can literally have an award-winning idea with just minor changes or minor things from the first time that you did it. So, what you think, Don?
I totally agree. I think, man, it ain't really too much I can add to that. But you're absolutely right, because, man, like, you have to come up with a blueprint and a scheme on how to get to be a winner. You know what I'm saying? Like, winners win all the time. Like, that's practice. You know what I'm saying? Losers lose all the time because you practice losing. That's just what it is. But winners are losers who just kept going. So with that being said, you just have to repeat what you're doing. And then sometimes, okay, so if I want to, what would be a good example? I want to learn how to drive from here to Norfolk in 10 minutes. But the way that I'm driving, it takes 20 minutes. Well, I know it's possible to drive from here to Norfolk in 10 minutes. So what I got to do, instead of driving 70 miles per hour, I got to go 120. You know what I'm saying? So I switched up what I did, and it worked. So then I did that over a long period of time, and I'm like, this is facts. I can pass this on to Demont, and he can get to Norfolk in 10 minutes if he drive this fast. So sometimes you don't even have to change up your vision. It's just the steps from point A to point B. You know what I'm saying? And I think a lot of people, especially like when it comes to like music or arts or graphics, like I think that they get discouraged because I think they get lazy.
They do. A lot of people get lazy because once it doesn't work, man, you literally, man,
whatever. I don't care. It is what it is.
Right. But the thing about it is that hint of change or that minor change could play a big part in that big change or that step getting done.
I mean, all the time. All the time.
Yep, definitely.
I mean, just like, all right, so, editing the show, like right now it's just Mike and me. You know what I'm saying? So, in order for this show to work right now, there has to be a set time when we sit down and we edit and we, we post the videos. If we don't do it in them set amount of times, it ain't gonna pop. It won't pop. Right, you know what I'm saying? How do we know? Because we didn't posted videos at, let's say, 7 o'clock in the morning and it only got 10 views. But then let's say we waited 2 hours later and made the video shorter and more funny, and posted it at 9, and it got 250 views. You know what I'm saying? Right. So we was like, oh shit, that small little change, making it shorter, waiting 2 hours later, and then posting it on every social media made that joint pop. You know what I'm saying? Like it just be like that. Like even with the music thing, like everybody want to be the most famous rapper, but why not switch up that goal a little bit and say, all right, I'm nice with the bars, so instead of trying to be the most famous rapper, I'll just be a ghostwriter and I'll make a more realistic goal. Like, hey, I would like to be able to pay all my bills with music.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Straight
Instead
up.
of, because like when I was younger, I always been doing music. Like I started out as a musician, like French horn, trumpet, sax, keys, mellophone, like nigga,
Right.
music for real. You know what I'm saying? Moms, flute, sax, clarinet, piano, like all that shit. But one of my bros, like I grew up with, Josh Mark, shout out to him. He out in LA right now. I don't know what the hell he's doing though, but that's my nigga. Love him to death. He hit me with one of the realest questions ever. He was like, yo, it wasn't even really a question. It was just putting it out there. He's like, yo, bro, you know, a lot of musicians, artists, they get heartbroken chasing this dream. So, you know, for throughout the years, I'm gonna let you get it. I'm gonna let you get it.
Go ahead.
A lot of musicians, they get heartbroken chasing this dream because their goals are not realistic with, and they don't match up with their work ethic and, you know, how they're getting to their goals and the people that they have around them and things like that. Like it doesn't match up. So then when they don't become Drake and they become the goddamn dishwasher at Wendy's, they mad.
Lose momentum. They lose their motivation. They lose that fire. It's crazy because that's the fire that builds you. That's what like you see yourself going there, but you have to go through the trenches in order to get there. So and then the thing is, exactly, and then you have to be consistent. Like say, yeah, you may not like that job, but you better fake going there, act like you do, and call it the day. You know what I'm saying? It's just certain things, and then what you do is you become the best at that job. Do the best that you can at that job as much as you possibly can, because the more you stay consistent with that job, the people are going to see the work ethic in you doing that job. And when you tell them about, oh yeah, I do music, and you show them your music and you show them how consistent you are, and they see the work ethic and match it to what you're trying to do with yourself, then there you go. There's your motivation. There's the consistency.
And then that's when people step into your life for a reason and a season. You know what I'm saying?
See how that ties in?
Exactly. You know what I mean? Like straight up, man.
All right, so I'm going to go ahead and we're going to quickly speed through these last three. So the next one is get an accountability partner. Now, I will say...
The ones I have, they're women.
I will say that accountability, like you have to be accounted for your actions. You got to be accounted for the things that you do. Absolutely. But I guess in that sense, and I guess where they're trying to go with that is in being consistent, it takes certain people.
Don't do it. Do not get these people out.
There you go. There you go. I couldn't think of a way to say it. But
Mike, look, when you need an accountability buddy, it means your ass is undisciplined.
Exactly.
Get your ass up. If you want it bad enough, you're gonna do it. Get your lazy Slavic Jabba the Hutt ass up and run.
Now hold on.
And put some string beans in your mouth.
Now, what I will say is with accountability, you're gonna need someone to help you out, because yes, you may be able to do it by yourself.
For most people.
But honestly, speaking in real life, you can't do it by yourself.
Nah.
It takes a team. Well, I'm not gonna say it takes a team, but it takes certain people to help guide you, especially people who've been through it already. No. And then if you're consistent with that, then you know what I'm saying. But
no. I get exactly what you're saying. What it is people want accountability buddies for things that you got to get up off the couch to do.
Okay, so wait, here you go. So let's dig a little deeper into this right quick before we move on. So get an accountability partner. So this is what it says. It says recruit someone to be your accountability partner. This will need to be a person you trust, will listen to, and won't get offended by when he or she reminds you that you need to be focused on doing the work at hand. An accountability partner holds your feet to the fire, which is a great thing when distractions and the opportunity to procrastinate arise. And honestly, a lot of people need that. You need that person who is going to be tough with you. You need that person who is going to believe in you so much that they go off on you to let you know that, bro, you need to get this done. You know what you got to do. why are you fucking up? Why are you doing it? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They're going to be that person. You need that accountability partner because that partner is going to make sure that you are held accountable for every choice and every action that you make going into what you're doing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's the consistent effort of it. They're going to make sure that you're focused. In other words, in you being focused, that means you're consistent.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
But I'm gonna play the inverse of you. I'm gonna play devil's advocate. So then, what about the people who, let's say, they have health issues, like they are rotund as fuck, like fat ankles, soulful arms. They know they don't need to be eating red meats and salts and all them things. And the only person they'll listen to is the doctor. And the doctor's like, you need to lose weight, as in stop eating and work out. And they won't do it.
See, now listen.
All I'm gonna say, and I'm gonna let you go, is that shouldn't be my responsibility as an accountability buddy to hold your feet over the fire when you know you gonna die if you don't stop, if you don't go to a plant-based diet and you don't walk your ass on that track. That's not my responsibility. That's
it's not
yours.
your responsibility. Yo, you're right. You're exactly right. It's not your responsibility, but someone whom he trusts you to tell him that is different from you trying to be accountable for what they did.
Look, I'm put it to you like this. I ain't fat shaming. And honestly, y'all can cancel me. I can get 2 fucks. If you fat, you fat. But please don't cancel Mike DeMond. But y'all can cancel me. I don't get 2 fucks. I'm on my Dave Chappelle shit. But what I'm saying is, it's not my job. It is not our job. If you know what you're doing is not working, it is not our job to come over here and fight you and pull you over here. You need to get up off your ass and do something.
Now, here you go.
Talk,
now, here you go. Yeah, it's their job to get up off their ass. But if they don't and they've lost motivation, what are you going to do as their accountability partner? Come on.
This is what I was going to say. This is what I was going to say to that. This is what I was going to say. So, a lot of trainers, like personal trainers that you see at the gyms, or they might come to you, or they might meet you in the park, or whatever. A lot of them don't train fat people. Why is that? The reason why they don't train fat people is because fat people, primarily, mostly, for the most case. So y'all can't say I said all. I said for the most case. You got to listen. You got to understand the English language to know I ain't talking about all. They're impulsive. They're undisciplined. They just shoveling shit in their mouths. And with that being said, also in health risk too, and injuries and things like that, because their body may not be built to carry all of that rotundness. They say that's a bad investment. That's a bad investment of my time. It's a better investment of their time as in personal trainers to train people who are already in shape because they're going to consistently do it. You don't have to pull them off the motherfucking futon to come run 5 miles with them. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I say, and you're not wrong at all. And I believe everybody should have an accountability buddy. But at the same junction, I think that accountability buddy is just a buzzword for enabler. Or, you know what I'm saying? Like, or you enabling, or I don't want to, because I don't really have how I want to say it put together, and I don't want to cut into your segment too much.
Understandable. All right, but yeah, definitely, and y'all heard both points. And if y'all have comments or views or anything like that, please let us know in the comment section. Please drop down there, hit the comment button, and we do answer back. So yeah, definitely drop down and speak on this. We want to know your thoughts. All right. So next one is work quietly. I cannot say that enough. Do not share everything with everybody. Everybody does not need to know your business. Everybody don't need to know what you're doing. Just let your actions and your product speak for itself.
Facts.
And that's just, it's very simple. And then what I like is, okay, so And this is kind of crazy, and I'm going to go ahead and read this. Let your action speak for itself. What far too many people do is publicize what they're going to achieve, which then leads to a lethal combination of cheerleading and criticism, both of which give the person too much confidence in a goal not yet attained and too little confidence in their ability to attain it. And most people won't get why you're doing what you're doing. Reduce the energy drain of feeling the need to explain it to them by not talking about your goals in public. And that honestly, and you can't even say nothing after that. That is straight self-explanatory. Keep your shit to yourself.
Yep.
Straight like that. And then the last one, celebrate small wins. Hell yeah. If you attain that goal, like say for instance, you got 6 shirts done. Oh, okay. Oh, matter of fact, I'm put an example. My clothing line. I just got 12 shirts done. 12 shirts done, 2 different colors. I'm amped. Because my product's here. I can promote it now. I can sit here and sell it. I can go ahead and put it out there, let people know I got it. Boom. And that's just a small goal, obtaining to a big one. Boom. I can mark that off my list. I'm excited. Celebrate those wins because those wins keep motivating you. Yeah. And the more you celebrate and the more you keep it to yourself, the more you achieve. And then
confidence,
man. Straight confidence plays a big role. And I'm going to leave y'all with this last little saying. So, the key to consistency, of course, is setting and achieving specific goals. Start by determining how you want to be more consistent in your life and aim for these small goals. And over time, as you become more consistent and more confident, you keep yourself motivated and accountable. And that's straight up facts. Consistency, accountability, and confidence. That plays a major role.
So, question. So the So Serious Spotlight Award goes out to...
There is no So Serious Spotlight Award today.
Hold on.
No, I'm just saying.
I think it is. I think the award should go to all those consistent people out there.
Oh, okay. So yeah, we'll do that. So to all my people out there who are consistent, who are achieving their goals, who are doing what they need to do, doing what they want to do, I'm proud of you. I'm happy for you. The award, the spotlight goes on y'all. All right? Definitely. Y'all keep being confident, keep being consistent, and achieve, man. Achieve. I'm here for it. All right? And so that's how serious we are. We are seriously consistent today on the D&D podcast. You feel me? We're going to be right back with Black Hollywood, Mr. Don Tesla. All right? We'll be back.